Hi, Cancer. How are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your, my guy just said, for your Pluto has gone direct. Actually, Pluto is stationary direct. The energy right now is really intense. I'm sure many of you are feeling it. I'm trying to settle my stomach. I've had a lot of GI upset all day today. Did some very intense astral travel last night. Okay, sorry. My guides are channeling, and I'm trying to talk to you, so forgive. Okay, so just give me a second to focus. So, igniting your energy, asking my guides, the ancient ones, the angels, all the sentient beings, my guides are saying to come through. While we have these, well, today and tomorrow, 2 more days, while Pluto hangs station direct. And the words that keep coming to me, it's all about coalescing power in order to begin the forward movement that is going to come from the coalescing of power. So I believe that's what I've been feeling. Have had reports from other people that that's what they're feeling and experiencing. You may be getting a lot of downloads. So I'm having extreme waves of nausea. I am not ill. I'm having that, crown chakra buzzing, third eye cracking open. So if you're having that experience, trust it. Try not to be frightened. If you have not experienced astral travel, one of the common experiences of that is either during sleep or you're just doing what you're doing and something happens. You cannot stay awake. Your eyes will not stay open. You have to go and lie down, and then you get pulled across. So trust the experiences. It's the moment that's happening, because 2019 was the whole purpose, my guides are saying, was to master our frequency and come deeper into our own energy. So that's what we're going to talk about, no doubt. I think yesterday, when my guys are talking about the astrological event. The moon was in Scorpio. Now the moon is in Sag, where it's going to be for a couple days. So the moon is, phasing and moving rapidly, coalescing into all the various signs. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Factors of this power, so that when our new moon and full moon cycles come forward, they will be infused with the power of Pluto. Okay? So I thought I'm going to do the water signs now. The moon's in Sagittarius. I'll do fire sign readings tomorrow. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the decks. My guides are telling me just shuffle and put the decks down. They're going to take care of it. They're saying, we're going to take care of it. All you got to do is shuffle. So, all right. I'm just going to channel today, okay? I'm just going to let my guides fill up the cards, pick what they want, and we'll see what comes out for you, Cancer. And if you're a cross watcher, my guys are saying, you'll understand the energy because you can see it, okay? Thank you, Spirit. 1 or 2 more shuffles and we'll jump in. Okay, they want me to shuffle up this deck. That's the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So we're going to get some messages, or a message from that. Okay. Spirit, please align the cards with the energy for the highest order of the water sign Cancer energy. All right. Oh, they want me to keep going a little bit. Okay. They just want me to show that. Clarity, inspiration. That bring forward factors of internal abundance and combustion is the word that's coming through. Something is being initiated. Okay, hang on, let me check. Do they want these? No, they're saying that was an accident. Okay. All right, so for those of you who don't know, I'm a I'm a very clairvoyant person. The way my readings work is I channel messages. We use the cards. We, meaning me and my guides, use the cards as illustration and to help me tell the story, because my job is to tell the story. Okay. All right, Spirit. Okay, they're talking to me about this deck. Hang on. All right, thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Okay. As we go forward into these energies, best thing you can do is feel it. My God, look. All right, you can't see what happened. I'm just going to push it forward. That's what my guides wanted. Okay. So this is the energy that belongs to your partner, is what I'm getting. And maybe that's where we're starting today. I just want to make sure that the shuffle is complete. So let me just check in with my guides. So your partner, if you're new, we develop a line for your partner to show how the energies are working within them and what they are experiencing, how it is reflective of your process, how they join you, and how maybe they're differing from you, so that you can understand them and deepen the bond, so to speak, between the two of you. Understand the nature of the bond and the nature of the energy that is flowing through the bond. Yeah, okay. Okay, my guys, Shaman, we're almost ready. Sorry for the delay. I don't usually do this, but they're talking to me about the deck. So I think there are things that are, okay, they're saying things are incorrect. Okay, I'm going to keep shuffling, okay? I'm just going to keep shuffling. Spirit, please let me know when this process is finished. Yeah, so what's happening is, this is a deck we're going to use to look into your partner. And like I was saying about the things that many people are experiencing, that energy is just, it's vibrating in such an intense way that the deck actually feels the feeling is there. It feels jittery, if you know what I mean. So kind of like when a racehorse goes into the stall just before the race, waiting for the bell to ring. And if you see those stallions, a lot of time they're just kind of urging and leaping and jumping. Okay. All right. My guys are saying good enough. Okay. So we'll leave that right there. What's that? Okay. So we'll get to this. All right. Change coming. Coming into this Four of Wands energy. So let's start here, okay? It's a journey of love. So Cancer, for you, that is the Ancient Ones. There is something happening. You're standing in the realm of the Ancient Ones. Okay, so what my guides talk about when this card comes out, it's self-explanatory in a certain way, but there's a literal tractor beam pulling you into a very mystical place, and you are not resisting it. So again, we're talking about Pluto, we're talking about the energy, they're talking about Scorpio a little bit because of the moon. Okay, so you were pulled in, and I think you're still standing there because the energy's coming out today. All right, so we'll put that there for you, the Ancient Ones. This is a journey of love. So for your partner, yin yang lover, also feeling the swirl of the energy within them. I love this card. Growth, passion. It's interesting. We see something that looks like the moon. So your lover is having literal waves of energy, and I think that's why the Four of Wands is there. Okay, so we'll get there. My guys are saying good enough. Okay, Mystical Shaman Oracle. Okay, the Gatherer. So Cancer, with this, my guys are saying this is for you. With this paired with the Ancient Ones, we have a situation. They're saying it's the situation. So while you're being pulled in by this tractor beam and probably getting downloads and maybe experiencing astral travel, yes, that's it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yep. There we go. That's what it can feel like. The purpose is to gather things that you will need for the journey that you're about to go on, because we have shifted timelines, right? Pluto's here for a reason. We are all meant to reform. Things are being destroyed so that new things can come forward. And so through this connection, you have gathered something to yourself. Because of the connection, because of the tractor beam. So it is pulling you in, but it's also downloading. That's what I'm getting. And so you are gathering those things together within you in the most mystical way that kind of an activity could happen, my guides are saying. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. So put this over here for you, if I can get it into the little spot. And they want me to pick a card for your partner. The corn. So basically, massive amount of abundance, things growing into fruition, that which provides sustenance is what they're talking about. Okay, so I like that. My guides are saying, very good. Okay, Cancer, let's jump in. All right, Spirit, please give us the energy. That is the Emperor. Beautiful. In this deck, it's known as the Keeper of Harmony. So it's the benevolent wisdom side of the Emperor, who can be, at times out of balance, can be somebody who's very rigid and controlling. So there is something, new growth is happening. It's definitely male energy. It has to do with the strategy with which you do your life. And that is what is coming into the circle of the sacred. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, my guide said leading edge. All right, so beautiful encapsulation of a new strategy, because we see the leaves of growth coming into your being. That's what it's about. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So that's the theme. Okay, and there's you. Look, once again, my guides say this. Sometimes they're really snarky. Any questions? Like that. So clearly standing. Ooh, all right. I get it. Thank you, Spirit. So standing in this place with, being in the tractor beam to gather together that which is meant to come to you. Perhaps there's some kind of dreaming or astral travel or something that happens while you're walking through your day. So really important to balance yourself. That's part of what this is about. Okay? So both of your cards are major arcana. An immense amount of power. Obviously because of Pluto. So that's what you're gathering to yourself, and your job, so to speak, is to come to a place of balance. One of the things I love about this is it does have to do with the water element. That's the goddess Elena. Do you see how she has been split open right down the central meridian for rebalancing and been resewn? And she is now able to stand in the universe in this way, arms thrown up, and just because of her energy, she can stand in the middle of the swirl, find her balance. And again, hang on, my guides are talking to me about the plantings. That's not poinsettia, I don't think. It's some other, what is the name of it? Okay, it'll come. Anyways, the important point is the rebalancing of your energy. That's why the Emperor is here, okay? So you're going through a process where you're coming into this new strategy, this new ability that brings growth into the male energy. And don't get stuck on gender. All the stuff that readers say is true here. It could go vice versa. Don't get stuck on energy, don't get stuck on gender, because we're talking about energy, all right? The flow of energy. So you are feeling something very intense coming into power. Ultimate power, the way an emperor has power, and it is because there's a need to rebalance This goddess is known to be she helps seafaring vessels find their way. So you have all this beneficent unfolding and downloading. And basically, my guides are saying, you know, as a water sign, you are going to be reordered. So, okay, they're talking about the central meridian. Go online if you don't know about that and educate yourself. Okay, I'm not going to spend time on it today because I feel like I'm hesitating a lot given, okay, my guys just said given into the conditions, which means the state that I'm in. All right, so, okay. Don't worry, is what my guides are saying. There's the next card, Cancer. 9 of Pentacles. Immense amounts of spiritual abundance. You have come through another shift and change. Clearly, we don't need to even really talk about it much, but the story underlying this has to do with the salmon of wisdom. So salmon is known to be the wisdom holder within this tradition. It is held, you know, they're talking about the fish in the Christian traditions, things like that. So it's about somebody who lives past a normal lifespan, and within that very long lifespan, transitions many, many times. And the final transition is the person morphs into a salmon, gets caught by a fisherman, is brought to the palace, served on a platter to the queen, who ingests it and becomes impregnated and gives birth to this person who is a very great wisdom holder, and this person has had the stamina, the elk standing there, for this long journey. And I love that it's looking out across the water. We see the sun, you know, the vibrant energy that causes the shift and change. Very interesting. Okay, Spirit. So, Cancer, you're coming into your strength in some great regard. The strength of your spiritual abundance. You have learned, this is what it is. Okay, so this is the strength card. Literally, spiritual warriorship. The empowerment of your will. That's part of what you are being gifted with by this tractor beam connection. That's what you're gathering. That's what they're saying. Yes, thank you, Spirit. That's what you're gathering to yourself in one part, they're saying. That's part of it. So it's about learning to understand the flow of energy. That's what this goddess did. Watching the flow of energy in order to be able to divinate the path to success. Okay. Empowering yourself. So 3 major arcana cards. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles. Literal abundance in this way. Joining together with the Ancient Ones, mind of the universe. That's the star card. Destiny is unfolding. You are rooted in a new place now. That's what my guides are talking about. So we see the double-headed dreamer. This is actually the dreamer of growth in the Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck. Seeing both sides across the veil. Being literally in a mind meld. So again, coming forward into the notion of the Ancient Ones and the Gatherer. Literally, downloads, astral travel, sacred vision, intuition, inspiration. I think in these moments, you have the capacity to many words, word avalanche. If you want to create something, go straight into it and bring it forward from the mind of the universe. You are seeing. All right, here's what they're talking about. It's this place where these 2 minds are joined together that brings forward the sacred vision. So you're looking into your life, you're looking into the universe, you're looking, you know, across the veil and into this place, and you're just rooted in a new place now. So that the 2 halves of you come together in a new way. That's part of what you're gathering. All right, thank you, Spirit. Okay, here's the next card. I like it. balance, sitting next to the balancer. So balancing the knowledge, coming into a place of balance. And in this deck, it's about a dialogue, a sacred dialogue that you're having with the, thank you, Spirit, with the wisdom holders, okay? In order for your shift and transition to be solidified and come into this place. It's a new place. So that's a young man. He was in a sacred lineage. His father was the wisdom holder, the sage, if you will, of the tribe. He passed away. This young man got called home. He didn't feel ready, kind of freaked him out. He put on this fake beard and, made himself look older. He had a conversation with one of the elders who came to see him about the way destiny was turning and that it was his moment. He didn't feel ready. And basically the message was, first of all, don't worry because you are ready. And I'm here. You're going to get the guidance that you need because you're standing bonded with the ancient ones now. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. And that's the bridge card. Okay, so this is your human experience if you're new to the channel. This is the energy that ties your human experience with whatever it is on a soul level that you are working on. So a reiteration. Another major arcana card. That's the fifth one. Wow. 7 cards on the table, 5 of them major arcana. That's the nature of the power. All right. So this is the Empress. She is the shaper of growth, and you have the dreamer of growth here. So this is all about what happens when souls come through. They have to come through the sacred feminine. They come through the Empress energy, and they are delivered with all that has been gathered for them, all the bounty they need to have this adventure. So you are, in a sense, being reborn, very impacted by the Empress, who is extremely abundant, able to manifest, but it's the Empress energy, the fertility of the Empress energy that brought the shift and change and is bringing you into this moment with all the bounty and all the energy, all of the things that you're going to need, okay? So if you're feeling a little freaky today, don't worry about it because it's literal destiny, okay? That which was agreed upon, written into your soul contract, an augury, and it is the augury of art, and you have literally manifested this into your life. So the sacred cauldron, this is the Ace of Cups. In this deck, aces are prophecies. So you have pulled forward a prophecy. You've come into a moment in your soul circuit, if you will, that was always destined, something that you'd agreed upon. So love energy, new growth, shift and change, love energy, a prophecy coming forward. So that's the goddess Semia. She's chanting upon the cauldron in order to bring forward the gifts that are within it. So that's very exciting. I love that it's aligned with the sacred balancer, this beautiful goddess who helps water signs, seafarers, find their way. All right. So be calm. My guides are saying, it's okay. You might feel what I'm feeling, which is all kinds of just electrified, jittery energy. I feel as though I drank 15 cups of coffee this morning. That's kind of what's going on for me. So as a sensitive folks that you are, I'm pretty sure you're going through that as well. So there's the last card on the spirit realm, a courtship of art. Beautiful. 3 of Cups. It's about overcoming obstacles. It's about the way this couple joined their energy together. So my guides are, because of the nature of the discussion, that's what they want you to focus on. It is about the way you share energy with others, possibly your significant other. This couple had to overcome an obstacle that was in their way. And in order to get the flow between them so they could bond themselves together. So we see that the obstacles, putting a little bag, bow tied on it, just put on a hook. And it's interesting because if you look carefully at that, you can see the figure of another human being inside the bag. So there was, let me ask. Okay, so what my guides are saying is it's factors of the emperor prior to transformation. And now that the transformation has happened, those energies that were standing in the way are no longer needed. So they just kind of get tucked away because of the way this is aligned. And this is about destiny. So you're coming into your destiny and your energies are well aligned now with yourself and with the universe. And the outcome, another 3. So, a lot of numerological shape shifting, my guides are saying. So we have prophecy on the table. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards. That's about building the temple. So it's a moment when you fall to your knees. And again, we're talking about male energy. The hair's turning blue. This person is in deep transformation. Do you see how activated they are? I'm very passionate about it because of the red cloak. So being in communication with the ancient ones, the angels, the guides, the ascended masters, however you view it, fine with me and my guides. Offering gifts, and it's the gift of yourself in a sense. It's that illustration in the traditional tarot where we see a young man standing in the temple and the guides show up. The benefactors show up and they shine a light on the plan and have some discussion. So that's, my guides are saying that's what you're experiencing. Okay, the universe showed up. You had the experience. You're still having it. It's, this may go forward for a while because we have Pluto going direct. So, okay, yes, that's what they're saying. Thank you, Spirit. So, coalescing power in this moment, knowing that you're building the sacred temple within you and that you are joining with the forces of the universe and you offer yourself as a gift. Because when this moment passes and Pluto begins to be in forward motion, that's when the plans will be enacted. So, in this moment, know that you're suspended literally like Pluto. Gathering up the power, gathering up the energy, experiencing the shift and change that's meant to happen because it's destiny. So in these next couple of days, just do your best to stand in the energy, okay? My guides are talking about drink chamomile tea, anything you can do to steady yourself. Don't eat junk food. They're saying just keep your energy as pure as possible, okay? Because what you put into your mouth in these next couple of days, it matters somehow. So, try to eat fresh food. They're talking about, they're showing me green leafy lettuce, things that have a lot of energy. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Live food, if at all possible. Okay? So that's you, Cancer. My goodness. Pretty amazing. All right. So let's take a look at your loved one and see what's going on with them. All right, Spirit. Okay, so second notation of the world changing. So this person's going through a massive shift and change. They are going into their own cycle. It's bringing an enormous amount of abundance to them. So in a similar way, but somehow different, I think. Okay, so what's happening is this is happening for you all in a moment. For your partner, this has been coming forward for a long time. Whatever time it takes to harvest seeds, put them in the ground, till the ground, wait for the corn to grow into fruition, right? So it's why I think they have yin-yang lover, because that is their purpose in their own life, but also in your life. And so this state has been reached, my guides are saying. And the yin-yang of the moment brings forward, of course, massive shift and change because they're flowing in a certain kind of energy pattern that is able to connect with you, I think. It's their, my guys are talking about their moment. It's their predestined moment. Like you're having this, they are having that too in their own life. And because of that, they're able to desire and actually bond with you. So, people say this is soulmate, twin flame because of the reflection, the Four of Wands. It is about, if you think about the fours, in a way, it's about being stationary, my guides are saying. So stationing into a place of joy and celebration and bonding together, but it's really quiet. You see all the light and the energy in this card? You see that couple? You see what they're doing? they're in a state of celebration. Okay, lots of words coming through. They're standing in this place. It's quiet, but it's lit up. That's what my guides are trying to say. So that's the kind of shift and change that's coming. Of course, it does bring the beginning of a new cycle. Coming forward into the next year, the cycle of a year, your partner, because of your shift and change, that's what it is. They're reflecting you. We've got yin and yang lover. Okay, so the energies are being shared, but it's bringing them into a new station, like guys are saying, in their own life. Because the energy, following along the idea of yin yang lover, okay, the sacred alchemist. See that? They have one foot on the land, on a rock, and they've got one foot in the water. And they're balancing the energy. So they are also getting angelic help. You see the triangle at the heart chakra? Okay, my guides always say the word amalgamation. So, the two cups bonding and melding together. And so we see a very similar message all over this part of the reading. Very interesting. All right, Spirit, give us a little more, please. Tell us a little more about what this person is, who it is, and what they're experiencing. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, very interesting. So this person may have been struggling against you. So 5 of Swords in reverse. They don't have any need to have any struggle. And I think this person may have been in conflict within themselves, maybe feeling suspicious, maybe feeling unsure, struggling against you, repeated demands for clarity, things like that. Okay, and so in reverse, there's no longer a need for that. Whatever that was about, that has been resolved. And it's because of the way the energy has been tempered now in this moment. Okay, Spirit, what is it? Give us a little more of a message, please, about this person. What is it we need to know? There it is. See that? Yeah, they know. They've come into some knowledge. I think it's been a little kind of intense because of the swirl of their own energy, whatever they experience. You see how you're reflecting, both of you? So obviously, if you're with somebody and you're really bonded in a relationship, obviously you affect each other energetically. And so now the energy the wheel has turned on both sides of the equation, which brings forward, thank you, Spirit, that my guides are saying. So the temperance in this reading is about the energies of the two of you. Clearly, the alchemy that was that did or will be bringing forward the healing that comes from within the bond. And we're talking about ancient energies. We're talking about Thoth, the Atlantean. We're talking about all that whole story. The reason there are snakes, right? Kundalini awakening. And I think certainly many of us are feeling that. Yeah. So, you know what? My guys are talking about the way in which you have been. They're talking about freedom. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to shuffle while they're having this discussion with me. They're talking about freedom of clarity, of understanding how the energy moves inside themselves in response to what you are doing. And yeah, okay, so whatever was going on inside of them, as my guys are saying, came to a full stop. Something happened. They had a moment to, came to a full stop. And anything that looked like that, it's gone because of the tempering. So my guys are just sort of wanting to give forward that message to you, Cancer, in case you had any wondering. All right, they want me to keep going. Yeah. Ooh, look. Six of Wands, right? A moment of victory, a moment of feeling. Okay, they're pushing through so many words. This, okay, when you get to have that awareness of the massive implication and you get to celebrate it, right? So that's what your partner's doing. They're feeling victorious in some way, and they're riding forward, in a sense, on the purity of the moment and celebrating in a way that's gigantic. And here's what they're celebrating, and I love, thank you, Spirit, death and rebirth, scorpionic energy. See how there's somebody being trampled under that horse? That's done. Whatever it was, this stuff, given the way it's lined up. So that's the victory that they're feeling, that this transformation that was meant to happen finally came forward. Very interesting. All right, let's pick from the runes. I like it. Cancer, make sure you keep doing your own work. All right, this is happening, and it's definitely related to you, but it's your, well, yin yang, okay? It's important to stay in your own energy. My guys are talking about don't get tangled up in each other's energy. Just let the energy flow between you. That's what's meant to happen. Because Cancer, you're still in a developmental phase. Your partner's going to take care of their own shift and change. It's really important for the energy to be coalesced independently of each other so that this can happen. Okay, don't, my guys are saying things like don't dilute it, don't confuse it. Let yourself be standing in your place. You can be bonded with your partner, but you got to stand in your own space now. It's really important because this is destiny coming forward, okay? See how you're going through a process? That's why you have to sort of be standing by yourself. You know you're bonded, but your journey is your journey, okay? Do not dilute your journey. I like it. Continue to gather forward that which is meant for you to help you on your journey, and know that your partner has all the abundance they need. They are the corn. Fascinating. All right, let's see what we have here. Ooh. Whoo-wee, look, Cancer, that is the obviously male energy symbol, but it is the symbol for the spiritual warrior. So let's put it right there with the Emperor. Okay, I'll read to you from the book. Those of you who've been following along, you know all about it. It's somewhat self-explanatory, isn't it? But just in case there's any little words that I should say that I haven't said, let's just scan. So this is the Tuaz. This is the warrior. It is about the sky god. Okay? Let me see if I can get that in the camera. Just want you to see it. The rune of the spiritual warrior. Always the battle of the spiritual warrior is with the self. Funding a will through action, yet unattached to outcomes. Remaining mindful that all you can really do is stay out of your own way and let the will of heaven flow through you. These are among the hallmarks of the spiritual warrior. Embodied in this rune is the energy of discrimination, the sword-like quality, thank you, Spirit, that enables you to cut away the old, the dead, the extraneous. See, you're being split open, very definitely. And yet with the warrior rune comes a certain knowledge that the universe always has the first move. Here you are asked to look within, to delve down to the foundations of life itself. Only in so doing can you hope to meet the deepest needs of your nature and tap in. They're underlining that, okay? Tap in. That's what this is about. You've tapped in to your most profound resources. The molding of character is at issue when you draw this rune. It is associated with the sun, the masculine principle, the active energy. The urge for conquest is powerful here, especially self-conquest, which is the lifelong pursuit and calls for awareness, single-mindedness, and the willingness to undergo your passage. Thank you, Spirit. That's what was trying to come through about that. Undergoing your passage with compassion and in total trust. When this rune comes in response to a relationship issue, it indicates that the relationship is both timely and providential. The bond is a real one. There is work for you to do together. If the issue concerns devotion to a cause, an idea, a path of conduct, the warrior rune counsels perseverance. A rune of courage and dedication. In ancient times, this was the glyph that warriors painted on their shields before battles. So fascinating. Thank you, Spirit. So now, the same symbol strengthens your resolve to align the self with the self, capital S. Okay, let's get one for your partner. I'm curious. Let's find out. All right, Spirit, can you talk to us about this person, this temperance that's going on? I love the way the energy is moving through. My guys are talking to me about this, the way the energy's moving. Okay, Spirit, what is it you can tell us, please? How about Cancer's lover? Yeah, that's all about getting signals from the universe, okay? That's why it's both a victory and a death and a shift and change, rebirth coming through for this person. I like it. That is right. Oh, let me just see the page. It is the rune that has all to do with sacred journeys, okay? So this is about journey, communication, about union, and reunion. This rune is concerned with communication and the attunement of something that has two sides, two elements, and with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey, when what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Inner worth mounts here, and at such a time you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer and meditation, through addressing the witness self and the teacher within. And once you are clear, you can neutralize any refusal to let right action flow through you. In these moments, do not be intent on movement. Be content to wait, and while you wait, continue to remove any resistances. As the obstructions give way, and to all remorse arising from trying to make things happen, those concerns disappear. This journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. But the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Whew. Okay, let's see. Stand apart, even from like-minded others. The notion of strength in numbers does not apply at such a time. For this part of the journey, the soul's journey, it cannot be shared. Another of the cycle runes, Rider-Waite, carries within it the form for the rune for joy. For now, the end is in sight. You are no longer burdened by what you've left behind. Heaven above you and earth below you unite within you to support you on your way. That's what I was feeling. There's something about the way the energy flows through the reading, bringing all this amalgamation, temperance. So that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so it's the temperance that your partner is literally feeling while you're going through this. They are literally having their own similar journey because you reflect each other. You stimulate each other. It's because you're together that this movement of energy, the wheel of destiny turning, that brings forward a whole new life because of the temperance and a yin-yang way of the energy. It's really interesting. Your partner was resisting you in some way, and that has been, because of this temperance, that has been finished. That cycle, that part of the cycle has been finished. A simple prayer for the soul's journey is this: I will to will thy will. Such a prayer of intention is proper on any occasion, is particularly appropriate as a preamble to healing. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. All right, gang, that's it. Thanks for your patience with all those moments of standstill, my guides are calling it, within the reading. Have a wonderful week. Stand in the energy. Just be with yourself. If you need quiet time, if you need to go inward, In order to balance yourself, allow it, okay? And you've got, just nothing but support all around you. And this is the first card on your human journey, okay? Total, massive transformation. It is about, in a way, being solitary. It's about being completely in line with the abundance that is you. I think that's what my guys are trying to talk about. So Cancer, take care of yourself. Get some downtime. You're going to need it. I just understand you're gathering your power to yourself. They're talking about they're talking about vision. You see how this person, they want me to show you this card. Do you see the person's eyes? It's not that they're just, my guy just said they're not just picking apples. Interesting. Do you see what's happening at the crown chakra? There's a download. And it's perfect because you know what? They're literally talking about the season. Here we are in October. So in the northern hemisphere, fall, harvest, winter begins to come on. I can't wait to see the unfolding of this as we sail into the winter months. So just stand in your place. Enjoy the destiny. Take really good care of yourself. Okay? Thanks, everybody. I'll look forward to seeing you next week.